Alright, 2024 Whiskey Fire Road Glide. Out in the sun, get a good look at this thing. $117. Heritage. What did you say the paint color was on this?
Copper.
$114. Had to double check the paint job on that. Color. We're gonna ride one out and ride one back, so we get a chance to ride both bikes I've been wanting to get on. I won't be able to take the camera on the ride, so I'll have to do a review later.
Check and see what's
I do.
Yeah.
Alright, so Heritage definitely stretched out more than the old one I used to ride. A lot more comfortable, smaller, lighter. Impressions. I think it'd be, for me, a good medium distance bike. Still don't think it's going to be a long distance bike for me, but I did like it. It was comfortable. The road glide definitely felt good. The new stock handlebar position is better. For me, I think I'd still like a little bit taller bars. The sport modes, you can feel, well, the ride modes, you can definitely feel a difference in them. But it was comfortable light ride that I did like. I have to talk to the wife. All right, so real quick summary here for our work. We were there at Buckeye Harley Davidson in Dayton, Ohio, where we picked up a bike. And then that was pretty much all we had until Monday, because business was closed. Well, the next two businesses that we were going to were closed. So we unloaded our bike and went back up to Buckeye. They were having an 80s party thing going on. So that was kind of cool. We went back, checked that out, and while we were there, we got to take the bikes out for a ride. Most of it I covered. I don't know, the wind was probably a little bit of annoying when I listened to it back. But I had been wanting to get on those two bikes and take them for a ride. I ride a road glide now, so that one wasn't much different. Of course, no tour pack. Made it a little bit lighter, a little bit easier. The sport mode, did it again. The different ride modes, one of them being a sport mode, is different than what's on my bike. And there is a little bit of a difference you can tell in the response, I guess, in the bike. Maybe the horsepower, torque, whatever, but the rain mode versus the sport mode versus the one other mode, you can notice a little bit in the throttle response. The handlebars, I like changing my handlebars out, usually because I like higher than stock. Of course, on the new one, they're definitely a lot easier to change out if you elected to do that. So yeah, I've seen some different things, and there's a lot of reviews out there. So this isn't a review. This is more my opinion, or kind of just my thoughts after the ride, or what I was thinking after I got to ride it. But if you're interested, go check it out. I really like that Whiskey Fire paint color. I think that's pretty sharp. I'm not sure that I want to deal with some of the new model blues, that you deal with when new models come out. So I'm still kind of on the fence with the new infotainment center and, the display versus, the gauges and stuff like that. So, but again, that's just my thoughts, not that there was anything wrong with it or I didn't have any issues when we took it for a ride. The Heritage, again, it's a smaller bike, it is what it is. It's not your touring bike. You're not going to have your stereo and, your lower fairings and, all the goodies that go with it. But it's also very customizable. You can put a lot of that stuff on there, if you wanted to make more of it. So it was a comfortable ride. It was definitely light, smaller, something that if I was just going to get on and go for a quick ride, I might take that. I probably would take that instead of my road glide or my touring bike, if that's what I was going to do. So anyway, I guess just a couple of really thoughts real quick. I want to say thanks to Buckeye, Harley Davidson for letting us get out and take a ride. Hopefully next time maybe I can get an interview. Said they had a lot going on, setting up for the party and different things, but we'll try to get a dealer interview the next time we're up there. So anyway, that's my thoughts. We're gonna finish the run that we were doing from here after Buckeye back to the yard in the rest of the video here, and then rumor has it, from our warehouse manager, there's a couple of old bikes sitting up there, so maybe our next video I have at least a couple older bikes to put back in here. So stay tuned, check it out. ...2005 Dyna Lowrider. we'll ride through the parks, but you know, I mean, there's a lot of places where you can get off and go riding, you know, that would be nice, but
that's the goal with this thing, hopefully. Be a little commuter, you know how it is, but I'm sure Colorado will be a way better spot for it too.
Royal Enfield Himalayan Scrambler, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Colorado, I mean, heck, you got Pikes Peak and all kinds of different things out there you can go riding around on.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Be a lot more trails in here, I feel like. Got Wayne's Forest, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Seems like.
It's a 21, you said? All right, 21 Aprilia. Did a video on this already, but when we picked it up, it's when we picked up and delivering.
You're right, we threw literally everything away except for the frames.
2015 Freewheeler.
I'll put these right here.
Okay.
And of course I won't lock the trunk. I just didn't know what you did. They're right on top and I stuck them in cardboard. They can't even go anywhere. Do you want to take a picture of that? There's the keys.
Alright, I got it.
And all those extras are in there too.
Alright.
Close the trunk.
Yep, go ahead.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we do it 3 times.
No kidding.
When we pick it up.
Well, they get every time.
Yeah.
Every time it changes hands.
Every time it changes hands.
And I
2008 Street Glide, well, Ultra Limited. You say you did put it in transporter?
I do believe it is. We'll hope it doesn't flash when it goes on. But if it does, I can try again.
Did the lights flash 3 times? The blinkers when you put it in?
This one, it flashed twice.
Yeah, it should be 3 times to go in transporter.
That's the Harley right there. With who? Oh, was that right? Oh, okay.
78 Kawasaki KZ650.
Here, we'll fire it up. But yeah, Jamal knows the battery is completely shot on it. And I tried to charge it, but you know, the batteries are beyond, yeah, it's almost 50-year-old bike. And right here, get a picture of this right here if you would, Vic. You see how immaculate it is under the seat? Nothing's, but everything is just the way it rolled out of the factory. And it's probably the only Japanese motorcycle that's 50 years old that's in this kind of original condition on the planet, I would say.
1970 Honda Trail 70. step back from it. 2015 Street Glide CBO. Right? You just picked 2022 883 iron. '2009 Honda Shadow VTX 750. All right, well, this was our last pickup on this trip. After this, well, this was in Peoria, Illinois. We're heading to the yard. Spend a day or two there, unloading, reloading, getting a restart in, taking a little rest. And the bikes were loading up, but it's going to take us out west this time. So Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota, Montana, back to Minnesota, and Wisconsin. So if you got a bike that way, maybe we'll see you out there. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you in the next one.